and Bukkake.
Makeup, high heels, skirts, all these things that are for a woman were actually created by men. We created this thing and the woman took it from us.
They stole it from me, Carmine! They took it! That was today! Today!
But in the modern day century, you are sus. You're a little bit on the spectrum if you do certain things, especially with Looksmaxxing. A lot of people will call Looksmaxxing the entire community as a sus community. So today what I'm actually gonna do is give you 10 of the most sus, the best Looksmaxxing tips that I'm stealing back from the woman and claiming it as men. So without further ado, let's get it. This is going to be probably one of the best hacks for just about any single guy out there. This is going to make you look way more attractive. It's going to enhance your overall skin quality, making it look better, more even, everything, man. And this is going to be foundation. Now foundation, you feel a little bit sus putting it on. It feels sus overall. Guys will make fun of you if they know about it. Women will make fun of you if they know about it. Actually, everyone will make fun of you if they know that you are putting on makeup. But here's the dealio, man. Foundation is something that is so low-key, most people actually will not know that you actually have it on. And as a model, they would always put on like a whole cake of makeup on me whenever I do photo shoots. It's like all these models that you're looking up to, they literally have way more makeup than just foundation. So if you want an ultimate hack to look more attractive, man, get a foundation that matches your skin tone. You can go to Sephora, literally talk to one of the ladies, say, hey, I'm in this play, or I need this for this certain project, a certain foundation that matches my skin tone, and they will more than happily help you out. So this is one of the best hacks. Number one, stop caring what people think, and it's gonna make you look more attractive. Number two, don't tell anybody about this one. And in that same ballpark is going to be the eyebrow pen. Now I'm always telling you guys to dye your eyebrows, but sometimes it's a little bit repetitive. Dyeing the eyebrows every single month, or sometimes even with the dye, the overall thickness still isn't there, and you want to look just a little bit more enhanced, a little bit more attractive. So you can get a dark brown or a black eyebrow pencil, and you actually want to focus more so on the outside of the eyebrow. So I would go on the outside and then kind of go inwards. If it is too thick, if it is too aggressive, it's going to look obvious and it's going to make your eyebrows look bad. Same with anything, man. If your makeup overall is too enhanced, it's going to be way too obvious and it's going to have the opposite effect, making you look a lot more insecure, like you're trying to hide something. So all of these things, man, subtlety is going to be key. You need to look subtle. Like, you know how a lot of men will talk about how they love women with an all natural makeup. Like, it looks like they don't have any makeup on. I love a woman all natural. No guy actually likes a woman completely natural with no makeup. They like a woman who makes it look like she's not wearing any makeup and it's very minimal. So you need to have the same effect. Just a little bit of minimal makeup will enhance your overall appearance, and I'm just going to throw in eyelash curling in that same genre, will enhance your look immediately. No one likes ashy chapped skin, but a lot of people get roasted whenever they're wearing lotion or body creams, things like this. This is more so a woman beauty product, something that more women do. But I'm going to tell you right now, man, a little bit of shea butter, a little bit of all natural lotion, even with a little bit of a scent. Maybe you got some vanilla going on in there. Super sus, but also super sexy. It's gonna make your skin super moisturized. Do it when you get out of the shower. You can put a little bit of coconut oil on top to lock in the moisture. This is gonna be one of the best hacks to enhancing your overall appearance, and I want you to start stealing this glow up tip from the ladies. A lot of men go by this very rigid belief that women's products are only for women, men's products are only for men. I want you to have a new belief system where you really do not give a crap who it's marketed to. You just kind of wear whatever you think is cool. So I think a good example of this is this female purse clutch. This is a clutch and it is Cartier. Now this is actually amazing because you can store anything necessary in it. I will put my cash, I'll put my wallet inside of it, anything that I need to keep protected, and I want to have it all in here, like my AirPods, my keys, things like this. It makes it so simple, just having it all in one spot, very organized. I think the worst thing that men have actually adapted to is putting things in your pockets. Putting things in your pockets it destroys your entire fit. Like if you got all these things just poking out of your pockets, it makes the fit look bad, man. So you need to start copying what the women do. You can get a bag like that. You can get a crossbody bag. I love crossbody bags. You can wear women's sunglasses. I will wear women's sunglasses. Unisex clothing that's obviously in a larger size to fit men. Anything that is marketed towards women, it can be worn by a man. You just have to have the confidence and not be insecure about it, man. This is probably actually one of the biggest fragrance hacks that no one ever talks about. Fragrance is very male gaze. You know, like tons of guys are wearing Dior Sauvage, Chanel de Bleu, all of these fragrances, at least those two, they're trash. They're not good fragrances. It's way too male gaze. It smells way too basic, way too just, hey bro, what's up? You want to eat some chicken and broccoli? Like there's no female gaze to it whatsoever. So the best female gaze fragrance is going to be stealing their fragrances. Getting women's perfumes is going to be one of the best ways to enhance your overall scent game. And what it does as well is it actually brings their guard down. Like when they smell something that's familiar to them, it's sweet, it's sexy, it's feminine, but it contrasts with your natural masculine pH. It creates a familiarity with them to where they automatically actually trust you a little bit more. Now, this is actually Bottega Veneta's Bottega Veneta. This is a female fragrance. It kind of has an old lady smell to it. It's very comforting though. It's like leather and moss. This one is probably one of my all-time favorites. This is a Black Tie by Celine. Now this one is actually considered unisex, but it's predominantly worn by women. It's a very popular fragrance. You can even get like one of those Arabian dupes for this one. Like I believe Latalfa makes his Confessions, which is supposed to be a dupe of Black Tie. But overall, going with more unisex, more feminine fragrances is one of the best hacks to Looksmaxxing nobody talks about. Maybe it's just the fragile male ego, but a lot of guys seem to not want to admit to the fact that they need supplements to enhance their overall health, their vitality, their performance, everything, which is why I actually launched my own supplement company, kalosique. Now, I'm going to recommend to you 2 products that every single man has to have in his stack. So number 1 is obviously going to be Titan Grow 2.0. Now, this is one of the best multivitamins on the entire market. This covers everything you could possibly think of. It helps support testosterone production, and most of all, it helps support height growth actually, and any sort of growth, man. If you're trying to optimize your performance of any kind and you have nutrient deficiencies, nothing is going to happen. And 92% of Americans across all social classes are deficient in basic vitamins and minerals. When this happens, IGF-1 human growth hormone shuts down, closing your growth plate. So you need Titan Grow 2.0, the most bioavailable nutrients on the market, and you got to pick this one up. Now this one is freaking insane. Aries Rage contains 400 milligrams of Tonga Ali, which is a clinical dosage. In studies, it increases testosterone by 37% and decreases cortisol. This has boron, which increases testosterone by 28% and decreases estrogen by 39%. Maca root, 200 milligrams zinc, which is the precursor to testosterone, and scientific studies have actually shown that it increases height as well. Combining these two is going to be one of the most beneficial supplements you could possibly take, and it's all available on my website, kalosique.com, all developed in America, the highest quality supplements you could possibly buy, man. Use Aries right now for a 25% off. And don't forget, you gotta join Kalos VIP. Right now, we have my complete social media masterclass, my female nature masterclass, full high growth masterclass, Looksmaxxing masterclass, and this week, this upcoming week, we are officially doing the aesthetic physique masterclass, where I cover everything about nutrition, dieting, supplements, how to look like a male model, a Greek god. And every 2 weeks we hop on group VIP calls with me and all of my students. You have to join right now for only $12. Link in the description box. Before I leave the house, I will always do my skincare routine first thing in the morning. So I do my cleanser, I do my exfoliant, I do my toner, I do my snail mucin, I lather myself in SPF, because you do not want to actually age with the sun, which all of the scientific literature shows, like time and time again, how much the sun actually will age you. Think of putting a piece of plastic outside in the sun. What's going to happen to that beautiful piece of plastic after a couple hours? It's going to melt and start eating itself alive. Whenever you get too much sun exposure with no SPF, you are actually decreasing all of your skin elasticity, and you're gonna look way less attractive. So you need to start copying the woman. Stop saying skincare is sus. Oh, I can't wear SPF because the sun is great for me. It's good for you. I will admit that. It's not good for aging. It's gonna make you look less attractive, bro. Like, you can still get vitamin D absorption while protecting your skin at the same time. And you need an evening protocol with some retinols, with some all natural moisturizers, as these are going to be anti-aging, proven by science. This is going to be some of the best things you can do. Look at those fingernails. I don't get manicures, but one way to actually glow up is to do what a lot of very attractive, successful men do, and this is to get manicures. I'm telling you, you can go to any place, any nail salon, and get a manicure. You can get a pedicure, whatever you can do. You don't need to get colors and stuff, but if you just have them make your nails look freaking beautiful, it's gonna be something so subtle, no other men are gonna be able to notice it, but you know who will? Women are gonna notice it. Women are gonna notice, like, you take good care of yourself. You are on their side of the team, and it's actually gonna increase their trust with you. I've noticed more of the female gaze things, you're almost reflecting a lot more of their personality traits and their overall aesthetic back to them, and it increases the level of trust with them. There's actually tons of like TikToks and reels about women saying that they like men who look a little bit sus, because it does make them feel safer. Last time I got a cheap haircut, it must have been when I was like 12 years old. I was a young child with no money. My parents would take me to Supercuts, get the cheapest haircut possible. But ever since I started my lawn mowing business when I was like 13 years old, I had my own money, and this meant that I would always get more high-end haircuts. I remember I was like 13 years old and I was going in and get $50 haircuts. I'd put hair masks on my hair. I'd go all out, but it was my own money, so it did not matter. And ever since then, I've only gotten high-quality haircuts. I've only gone to high-quality salons for women. I've only had female hairdressers. And one thing you can even do, you can go to a female hairdresser and get highlights for a woman. Don't get highlights and bleach for a man. Get highlights that the woman get. That just naturally adds a little bit of color, a little bit of texture to your hair, makes you look more attractive, and 99% of people will never even tell. What's one thing all women have in common, or high quality women I would say? They love designer things. This is a Rimowa. This is a $1,500 suitcase. I'm not saying these things to flex. This is a Louis Vuitton card holder. These are my $700 Yves Saint Laurent high top sneakers. Now what you will notice about these things, you cannot really tell that they're expensive, that they're designer, that they're luxury, but they're some of the highest quality things that you can actually get. But most importantly, they are more quiet luxury. I feel like men, whenever they get luxury products, they don't know how to actually buy luxury products. They buy designer and they get these cringy like Louis Vuitton backpacks. They'll buy a Louis Vuitton t-shirt that says Louis Vuitton, Louis Vuitton, Louis Vuitton, Louis Vuitton all over it. And from the woman's perspective, it looks like you're trying to compensate for something. You don't know how to buy these things. If you want to actually do this more female gaze, take from their perspective, you need to buy high quality essentials, things that will last forever, like bags, really high quality sneakers, luggage, jewelry, things like this that are more subtle. There's not all this cheesy branding, but women will know. A woman can look at a $1,500 suitcase and she'll know, oh, that's a Rimowa. I love Rimowa. They're owned by the same company as Louis Vuitton. Like, they're one of the best suitcases you can possibly buy. It is a status symbol. She'll know that. These other guys who don't know anything about designer, they won't know that, man. So you need quiet luxury in order to increase your overall attraction. And last but not least, it's going to actually not be about yourself as a whole. Whenever the girl actually comes over to your place, you do need some standards in place. Once again, so you don't look like a total psychopath with nothing, just with your mattress on the floor and your used napkins from you know what all over the place. You got your PlayStation and TV, nothing else. You need to actually have like some furniture, some things to smell good in your apartment, nice textures like little rugs and fur things like that, nice blankets everywhere. You need a little bit of coziness, you need good smells, things that women do. You, my brother, need to put a little bit of effort into your space. Let's say you're living at home right now, maybe you're going to university, you just have a dorm room, and you need to put a little bit more effort into your overall space. Some people say it's sus, I say it's taking pride in your own spot, man. But that's it. Subscribe if you're new. I love you with all my heart. Peace.